Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys your Divine Masculine weekly forecast. So we are going to do a general reading for the collective here on Mystic Moon, and then to give you guys a little bit more of a personalized version, I'm going to go ahead and add some links down below where you guys can go to the earth, air, fire, or water sign element of your Divine Masculine. But you can also choose it. Let's just say you're an earth sign. You can watch the earth sign reading, for your Divine Masculine, or vice versa, however you guys feel guided to watch the reading today. So in today's collective reading, we're going to take a look and see what is the theme of the connection this week. Okay, so what theme is coming through for the connection? We're also going to look at what the archetype is for the masculine this week. What archetype is the Divine Masculine working under? What's influencing him this week? We're going to also look at the same for the Divine Feminine, and we are going to look into the soul lessons and challenges presenting themselves this week for the connection. Okay, and then for the individual readings for the elements, we're going to take a look and see what are the thoughts, feelings, physical urges that the masculine is currently having towards the feminine, connection or confessions from the soul, as well as what is the masculine's next move towards you. So it's just optional this week if you guys want to take a look at those links down below. I will put everything down below. This beautiful Organite, look at how amazing it is. This is the Sea Turtle Organite created by Michelle from Wingham Bell. I'll put that link down below. And pretty much all of the decks I'll be using here today are created by myself, with the exception of 2. So everything will be ready to go down below. So as far as personal readings go, you guys, I'm still catching up on work and just different things that I have going on. So I will make the announcement when I'm opening myself up for readings again. So just want to let you guys know. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's take a look and see what is the theme of the connection this week. What wants to come through? So this is my Depths of the Sea Oracle. What themes want to come up for this connection this week? Let's look at this energy. Themes for the connection this week. Let's take a look. Okay, so we have Orca, moral compass. So, we always have an opportunity to lean to the dark side or do things that are for the right reasons, right? That is that moral compass that we all have. And so I feel like a theme this week is each one of either the masculine and feminine tapping into their moral compass and doing the right thing, acting with integrity. So that's coming through as a theme. Let's go ahead and go into this Oracle of the Mermaids and see what else is coming through for the theme. Let's clarify that moral compass. What does this have to do with? Okay, we have time out. Interesting. It says awareness, contemplation, solitude, and time alone. So maybe someone has taken a time out from the connection this week and they are really kind of trying to figure out what the right thing is to do. This could be the masculine or feminine or both of you. So let's go ahead and get some tarot cards to clarify this timeout, somebody kind of thinking and trying to figure out what they want to do. So I feel like maybe you guys are going through a little bit of a challenge or a separation this week, just trying to contemplate and kind of figure out what the right thing is to do or what's next kind of thing. So this is the Mermaid Tarot. We do have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is family, it's values, it's very like Taurus vibe energy to me. This may be family members. This might be just your family. If there are people that are involved in other situations where there is children or marriage contracts, things like that, that might be what's going on this week, is that people have decided, you know what, I really need to dedicate more time to this, or I have to dedicate more time to my family, my career, myself. I need to make sure that I'm good before I can be good for anyone else. So I kind of feel like that's the message here this week. Some of you are either doing this or experiencing this with your Divine Masculine. Okay, let's go ahead and get another tarot card. We have the Page of Wands. You guys might still be messaging each other, but it could be just like the messaging is somewhat casual, kind of flirty, kind of light, nothing too deep, nothing too heavy. You know, we're just kind of checking in, seeing how the other person is doing, etc., letting them know that we're there in this time of, you know, them figuring something out. So there could be messaging still being exchanged during this timeout period. But the pages can sometimes be children, and I'm seeing here that there's children in a family. So someone could have children, and somebody could be trying to dedicate more time and energy to their children, or just maybe projects and things that they need to take care of. And that might be kind of like, you know what, that's the right thing to do. The right thing is that I need to dedicate more time to this. I need to dedicate more time to taking care of myself, you know, etc. Let's go ahead and get one more. We have the Queen of Wands. So the feminine could be really affected by this, or this could be the feminine this week. The Queen of Wands is Aries energy. Aries is a very masculine energy. It's like taking charge. In our major arcana, it's going to be the Emperor, which is very much standing in a position of authority or power. I have responsibilities. I have things to take care of. So, but the Queen of Wands is very confident though. So I'm not getting here that this is a bad thing. I feel like this is the right thing to do for someone. Maybe dedicating more time to self-care, dedicating your time to getting your ducks in a row, etc. This could even be the feminine, just take this as it resonates, kind of like, you know, the masculine has asked for some time, or maybe she just knows that he needs some time to get things straight, and she's confidently standing in her power, just basically knowing that, hey, you know what, I know what I deserve, and maybe I deserve more than the masculine can give me at this time. So if you need to take some space and we need to take this period of separation, then maybe that's the right thing to do. The right thing to do is to give people the opportunity to treat you in a good way. And if they can't do it or don't want to do it, or it's not in them to do it, you know, we're able to still stand in our power and say, hey, you know what? I know that I'm better than this and I deserve more. So that could be a little bit of a theme that's popping up this week in this connection. The feminine, I just feel, is standing in her power. So that's fantastic. It's positive. So feminines, if you have been maybe asked to take a time out or a break from this connection, maybe you've asked for it yourself, I just feel like there's nothing to really be super sad about, because I just feel like it's kind of giving people the opportunity to do something here, to make a shift, to do the right thing. And so I just feel like that's, you know, necessary here. All right, let's go ahead and get another card for an additional theme here this week. Okay, well, we do have marine layer, unclear. So I kind of feel like there's a little bit of this either stagnant energy or this foggy energy on the connection this week. And we're trying to figure out, you know, what to do next. And sometimes when people are not sure, sometimes when people are unclear, they're kind of wishy-washy, they're back and forth, give them space to figure it out. Like you know what I mean? Like, we don't need to be up in someone's business or reminding them that we're still there. If they don't know that we're there, or they're not paying attention, then kind of sometimes what you need to figure out is remove yourself and give that person an opportunity to realize that you're not there, just waiting around. So I just feel, if that is resonating for some of you feminines out there watching the video, I feel like you are making the right decision to maybe step away, or to allow some more time for people to figure their shit out, etc. It's just the right thing to do. All right, what else? What's this unclear energy about? Okay, it is the masculine. So I feel like the masculine might be unclear at this time. And feminines, I'm not trying to say like, oh, you need to honor this masculine's, you know, space and time and just make everything about him. No, this is also about honoring your own masculine side. And that's why I feel like that Queen of Wands, even though she's coming through as the feminine, the Emperor is very much the masculine side of the feminine. The Aries sign is very masculine by nature, very powerful energy. So I feel like the feminine is honoring maybe the masculine, but by honoring herself, as in her own masculine side. You're unclear? No problem. You don't know what you want? No problem. You need time to figure it out? No problem. I'll be over here kicking ass, taking names, doing my own thing, bossing up. So, you know, if you're ready, or when you're ready, let me know. But I'm not going to necessarily be sitting around twiddling my thumbs. So it's like a very stepping away and an empowered energy this week is what I'm seeing here. But sometimes people just need to figure things out. They need to be without sometimes. They need to, suffer a little bit. People need to sit in their shit. People need to have repercussions for their decisions and their actions. And sometimes that requires great strength on somebody's part to kind of put a little bit of disciplinary action into the mix. And I feel like this feminine is kind of, I don't want to say disciplining the masculine, but letting him know, hey, this is where I stand. So when you figure it out, kind of let me know. But I'm not going to just sit around and allow you to go back and forth and kind of keep me on this yo-yo. I'm just not going to do that anymore. So it's very empowering energy here for the feminine this week. But I feel like this will give the masculine a lot of clarity, because the feminine in a way puts a little bit of pressure, not by saying anything, but just clearly by her actions. It's like her actions are speaking louder than her words this week, by some kind of move that she makes or something that, she in a way demands, but not in a pushy way. It's very much in a, I don't really have to do anything. I'm just going to sit in my energy and you're going to just know. We have the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is a card of loss. It's a card of disappointment. And because this masculine is coming through as feeling unclear about the connection, maybe just being up in the air with it, this is going to actually, I feel, help the masculine to eventually see these two cups, which is his cup with his feminine. He might just be focusing on all the negative. Maybe he's focusing on some situation he's caught up in or he's stuck in. He needs to sit in his shit, marinate in it for a while. And when he's done feeling, allowing whatever the situation could be, whenever he's done allowing it to rule his life, take away from his happiness or whatever's going on here, I feel eventually he is going to wake up. And when he wakes up, maybe he's going to honor this connection. But we don't know when people are going to do that. We can't make them do that. They're going to have to come to these conclusions on their own. That's what we're seeing here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get another message here for the theme this week. Okay, we have Poseidon, storms ahead. So maybe this is just the storm that needs to take place. Sometimes we are afraid. We are afraid of a tower moment. We are afraid of change. But sometimes that's exactly what needs to happen, you guys. It is exactly what needs to happen. It is a shit storm that needs to be experienced so someone can come out stronger than before. So if some of you feminines are trying to, kind of like make things super easy, you don't want to rock the boat with the masculine, you need to start honoring yourself. And whatever the masculine has gotten himself into or whatever he needs to get out of, he's going to have to do the work himself. And then we do have falling in love, which is kissing the divine in another or in yourself. So there needs to be some sort of a self-love before this masculine can truly connect in a divine way with the feminine. So I just feel, feminines, this week for you, your masculine needs to go through something. And that needing to go through something might have something to do with you pulling away from him and allowing him to get through his shit on his own. Okay, it's not about punishment. It's about a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a consequence for actions. When you do certain things or you don't do certain things, there's got to be consequences, because if there's not, you will not learn a damn thing and you will not change. Okay? We do have the Ten of Cups. This does lead to the Ten of Cups. So I just feel like there is some kind of completion here. Like this is maybe the last piece before this completion of this puzzle. This is the last thing that needs to change, and it might need to get stormy before it gets better, and that's just the way, it's like that's the only way forward towards this Ten of Cups, this happiness, this completion of the cycle. So the theme this week, I feel, is that somebody has to weather the storm. And I feel like there's an opportunity for the feminine to step aside from this storm and allow the storm to take place and just allow it to, take people in the direction that it's meant to go. So there's like this letting go and just kind of allowing nature to take its course this week. But what I'm getting here is that the storm actually leads to a 10 of Cups, kissing the divine in another, really showing up for the connection, really turning around and seeing the divine connection here. So it's like maybe somebody having to feel the loss before they can really value this divine love connection. Okay, so now let's get the archetype of the masculine this week. What archetype is the masculine residing in this week or operating in? We're going to go into my Treasure Trove Oracle Professional Archetypes deck for this one. What is the archetype that this masculine is residing in this week? And how is it influencing everything? We have the Technician. So the masculine, there is an error message, okay? Thankfully, the Technician is here to troubleshoot, reboot the system, and try again. Interesting. So this masculine is actually coming through as a troubleshooter this week, somebody who is a technician, somebody that can basically, fix something, get to the bottom of what has gone down here, troubleshoot a problem, reboot, try again. So the masculine's wanting to clear something out this week, wanting to restart something, really wanting to clear something out. And for some reason, Indy, I guess, agrees. Okay, this is my Earth and Sky Oracle. What else? Okay, and this is good because the masculine has to see something for himself this week. It says sight, perception, creative visualization, doorway to the soul, meditations, and downloads. Ooh, interesting. Downloads, and then we have that computer. Wow. Masculine might see something this week online. He might see something that really helps him to make some sort of shift, see something for himself. That's just what I keep getting over and over again. This masculine has to see something for himself. He can't be told. And I feel that if some of you feminines are, you've done that before, maybe you've tried to tell the masculine something, you're trying to get him to see something. I just really feel like it might be best to just pull back and allow him to see something for himself. Because I've even gotten caught up in that energy myself before, where it's like, I want someone to see that, they could do something so much better. But the more that you push and try to cram that message down someone's throat, the more they resist. So that's what I'm seeing here. Masculine has to see something for himself this week. This is my Treasure Trove Tarot. Let's see what else. Oh, and interesting, we have the 10 of Pentacles again. And this was the theme for the week, you guys. This has something to do with this moral compass, somebody making some sort of a decision, right? And taking a time out. And that was the 10 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the 10 of Pentacles, which was here. Somebody has to see something for themselves. So it's not somebody. The masculine has to see something for himself this week when it comes to the long-term life that he wants to live, or something to do with his particular family, if he's in another relationship, or if he has children, or this is his upbringing, his family of origin, whatever this is, he has to figure this out for himself. He has to be able to clear out something that's not working in order to put a better plan in place. So I really like this because this technician does have a thumbs up, which means like, I can do it. I can see this. I can handle this. I can start to figure out a way to get to this 10 of Pentacles. And we did have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups representing the theme of the connection this week. And I feel like those are fantastic cards for long-term happiness and long-term success of your connection. So the masculine's going to start seeing something, maybe the error of some kind of ways, seeing it for himself and dedicating himself to being a better person or building a better life or investing in this connection perhaps. So there could be some issues, though, surrounding a living situation for him. And maybe he is going to be thinking of how to move out of a family situation that he's not happy in, or get his life financially together. Whatever it is, he's looking at it, he's seeing it, he's rebooting this week. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the feminine's archetype this week. We have the babysitter. Wow. Before I even read this, the first thing that's coming to me, feminine, some of you are just, you're naturally caretakers. You naturally want to comfort masculine. Hey, you want to comfort this masculine. I'm so sorry, you guys. You want to take care, but you can't babysit this masculine. This masculine doesn't need babysitting. The masculine is an adult. The masculine has to take care of things on his own. So this right here is basically telling you that it's time for you to take a break from this babysitting energy. And some of you guys are not doing that. So you're saying, God, that doesn't even resonate. So definitely don't take it. But it says the babysitter is here to take some of the brunt off of your day-to-day living, recuperate and take the time you need to relax. And that's just really what I saw already here for the feminine with that Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands is taking care of herself. She's kind of putting herself first. She's tired of maybe putting the masculine above her own happiness and above her own healing. So you're pulling out of that feminine this week and you're no longer doing that. The masculine is not a baby. He does need to grow on his own. And I just feel like that is the message this week. So, yeah, that's what we've got. Let's go ahead and get another card here for the feminine's archetype. You're taking care of you this week, feminine. And we have the fish. Fantastic. Pisces energy, right? So Pisces energy is very emotional, very sensitive, right? And you're very, you feel things very deeply. But this is also about your money and your finances and your talents and your abilities in this life. So maybe some of you have made this masculine, your main priority, and some of you are kind of getting burnt out on that, or you're realizing that that's not working. And so because of that, what you're doing is you're instead putting more time and dedication into yourself this week, the things that you want to build, the things that are important to you. And now we have the Four of Wands. I love that. So the Four of Wands is about building your own foundation, right? Maybe making deals or coming together with people that are committed to the same goal. So if the masculine is not committed right now or can't commit to the same goal as you, you're going to just make this commitment with yourself. You're going to build your foundation. You're going to build your own life. And I kind of feel like you guys are building the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups on your own. And when this masculine is ready, he may join you with this, but you're still committed to this goal of building your life, even if it's without the masculine right now. So I think it's a very empowered energy. Now I know why the Queen of Wands came up as your theme this week for the connection. So now we're going to go ahead and go into the soul lessons and challenges presenting themselves this week in this connection. Let's look at this. What are the soul lessons and challenges presenting themselves this week? We're going to go into my cosmic contracts, the ties that bind deck. What are the soul lessons and challenges this week? We have soulmate. I am here to complement your life, obviously, right? You guys are here to complement each other's lives. But the thing is, we can end up complicating things in that process. So as much as we may want to help because we feel connected to this person, we may want to just completely give of ourselves to this person, do everything for them, that ends up being like deterring the whole entire contract. It enables someone perhaps to not grow on their own. I've been guilty of this with just people I really love. I just want to give and give and give and do and do and do. It's just my natural, feeling that I have when I really love someone. But sometimes that's not always a good thing. You see what I'm saying? So I feel feminine. You're coming from a good place. Your masculine is also coming from some sort of place, whether it's good or not right now. This is just what he can give. So if he can't give right now and he's not complimenting your life, then we have to realize that it's up to us to make a decision on what is good and maybe not good for us at this time. So just because you guys came together on a soul level and there's obviously a soul tie and a soul connection, sometimes you're going to complement each other or maybe even challenge each other. So that seems to be the soul lesson this week, is kind of knowing the difference when to stay and when to go. All right, this is my Divine Feminine Healing Oracle. Let's see what else. Okay, we have lanes. So whenever this card comes up, there's usually an issue with somebody wanting to do the work for someone else or making comparisons. But it says here, I do not compare myself to other people on the journey of life. It says, I stay in my own lane and I let others do the same. So this to me is about trying to meddle in somebody else's life, or if someone is with someone else right now, we might be trying to compare ourselves to this person. Like, what do they have that I don't have? Why won't they leave if there's third party here? But I just feel as a whole, even if there's not third party, this just means that we need to know the difference when to stay. Is it complimenting or is it hindering? What are we doing here? That seems to be a huge lesson this week in this connection. Huge challenge. We need to learn the difference on what unconditional love really means. All right, this is my Connections of the Modern World Tarot that I created with Kayla Reed Creations, who is my daughter and assistant. Don't know if you guys knew that. All right. Ooh, the Magician. The Magician is solo energy. You alone, okay? So this is talking about being resourceful. This is basically master of all, manifesting what you want to create. And I just really felt that very singular energy this week for the feminine. You are still moving forward with your goals. Even if the masculine can't meet you right now, you're still moving forward on your own. You're still kicking ass, taking names. You're the Queen of Wands this week. You're in your own lane. You're doing your thing. You're not wasting a lot of time worrying about what the masculine is doing. You're not wasting a lot of time worrying about who he's with or what's going to happen. You're just simply a trailblazer this week. That's what I'm seeing for you feminines. It's amazing. All right, what else? We have inner voice, which is to me very Queen of Wands energy. I will inspire you to speak your truth. Look, if someone cannot speak their truth right now, or they can't be honest with themselves or you know, forcing them or telling them and all this other stuff, it will do nothing. Be the inspiration. You know, be the way shower, be that trailblazer for someone else. And that's just what I'm getting here, is that the feminine this week literally is leading by example. She's creating that trail for the masculine to level up and follow this week. She's not chasing the masculine. I'm getting here, feminines, if you've been chasing this masculine, you're pulling out of that energy this week. It's fantastic. And smelling roses. This is really good. I focus on the experiences in my journey rather than the destination. So I also feel like it might have been challenging before for people to just kind of be present with where they're at in their connection, where they're at in their present life. Instead of focusing on what's going to happen, we're actually participating in life. And I just feel like that's very empowering for anyone. And it might be hard to do. Four of Swords is taking a break. This might be challenging. You know, that's why it's coming through as a challenge this week. People need to heal. People need to take some time, solo, withdraw. We did get that time out energy at the very beginning for the theme for this week. And I feel like it's a theme that is challenging because it makes us feel insecure. It makes us feel unsure, unclear. It makes us feel just nervous, like what's going to happen. But I feel like what is going to happen is what's best for everyone, no matter what. So as long as you are just kind of doing you and staying in your own lane and focusing on yourself, what is meant for you, you will gravitate towards that, right? And sometimes we do gravitate towards things that are challenging. And when that happens, it just means that we still have some healing and clearing to do. But it's meant to be regardless. So let's go ahead and get one last message here. We have cheerleader. I'm your biggest fan. See, you can be someone's fan, but you don't have to be in their face. You don't have to be talking to them. You don't have to be seeing them every single day. So there might just be something about being in a really good vibration. The Queen of Wands is not jealous. The Queen of Wands isn't focusing on other people. She's focusing on herself. So there's no need for her to tell someone, I love you, I care about you, I forgive you. Just be it. Simply be in that energy. And that energy alone is so freaking powerful. If somebody has asked for space, honor it. Give them that space. You don't need to remind them that you're still there. You don't need to do anything. You just need to simply be. And that's the energy that I'm getting here. So if the masculine is struggling this week when it comes to, having the strength and courage to beat certain challenges. Feminine, just your energy and the energy that you send him alone, I feel is enough. And he needs to do the rest. And I have branded, it says, what other people think about me is none of my business. I choose to let it go now. That's Queen of Wands energy. So let's just say the masculine, and I'm just going to put this out there just in case some of you might resonate with this. Let's just say the masculine has said something very nasty to you, feminine, said something, shut you out, ghosted you, blamed you for everything. And you're just sitting here now with all of this energy. Okay? Clearly, the masculine has a lot of work to do. Clearly, the masculine has a lot of shadow work, and he's got a lot of things that he needs to basically face. And you can't really put that mirror up to him and make him face it. But maybe other things in his life that are challenging right now are going to force him to have to look at himself. So sometimes we're just not the lesson for the masculine. Sometimes other people are, and you have to let those things play out sometimes. Okay? Let's go ahead and get that last message here. Yeah, we have the Lovers. Interesting. So it is difficult because you feel this bond, soulmate energy, soul connection, twin flame, whatever this is. You feel all these things with your masculine, right? Maybe you've branded, this is my person. And that's fine, you know? And it's just all in the way that it's operating in your life. Is it uplifting you? Is it inspiring you? Is it motivating you to make great changes? Fantastic. Or is it destroying your life? Is it destroying your world? You will have to make a choice. You will have to make a decision on whether or not you stay, you go, you're cool with where you're at, you just focus on yourself, do your own thing. This is a huge collective. A lot of people are in a lot of different spots on this collective. Sometimes we're really hyper-focused. Sometimes we're just kind of like, I'm fine. Sometimes we don't give a shit anymore. Sometimes we're over it. Sometimes we come back to it. I feel like all of these kind of ups and downs on these journeys mean something. Okay, they mean something. And it's just to kind of get you to a place to where you're at and how you feel and what you're doing on your journey. But everything does lead back to union within the self. And when we experience that union with the self, it's amazing how other things in our life that are meant for us, that are just meant for us, whether they're good or bad or whatever, it doesn't really matter, come into connection with us. And so the fact that this right here is a challenge, this connection, this experience is a challenge for us. And maybe it has been for a while. I'm getting here that when we connect to just being in that vibration of love, loving ourselves, we can love others, we can forgive. We don't have to forget necessarily. We can still hold healthy boundaries and love someone. Absolutely. But when we are our biggest fan, other people can then become our fans too. So there's a leveling up of energy, being the Queen of Wands, shining like the Queen of Wands, shining the way for the masculine this week, and just allowing him to figure out whatever it is he needs to figure out this week. That is the way forward. That is the way towards the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, whether it's individually right now or together at some other later date. So that's what I have for you guys. So what we're going to do is I will put some links down below to some extended readings if you guys would like some future or some messages on your masculine specifically on how he feels towards you. So we're going to go into the thoughts, feelings, physical urges that are coming up. We're also going to get confessions straight from his heart and soul to you, feminine. And then we're going to take a look at their next move towards you moving forward. And we're going to go by earth, air, fire, water signs. Like I said before, it can be that you're an earth sign or your masculine's an earth sign. You can watch it both ways or you can watch both. It's up to you. So I'll put those links down below. And I just want to say thanks so much, you guys, for choosing to watch this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And I'll catch you guys over on the other side if you choose to go there. All right, take care. Bye-bye.